The FedEx Cup playoffs kicked off with a major surprise.
Settle in as we rewind the week with the latest edition of Monday Backspin from PGA TOUR.com.
The top 125 players traveled to Liberty National just outside of New York City to compete in the first leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs at the Barclays. Big names hovered near the top of the leaderboard all week long, and on Sunday, that was no exception. Phil Mickelson made a big push early on in the day to finish in the top 5, while Tiger Woods and Justin Rose all came down to the 18th with a chance. But in the end, it was Masters champion Adam Scott who leaves victorious and may still be a little confused. Scott entered Sunday 6 strokes off the lead, but fired off a bogey-free 5 under 66 to take the clubhouse lead. With 8 groups behind him, the Masters champion knew he didn't have much of a shot at 11 under par. That is until one by one players began dropping off, and all of a sudden it looked like more of a possibility. Tiger Woods seemed to be the biggest threat even after falling to his knees in pain after a second shot on the par 5 13. Taking bogey there, number 1 in the FedEx Cup standings with birdies 16 and 17 to get to 10 under par, needing a birdie on the 18th to force a playoff. He could not get it to go, which left just one threat out there. Gary Woodland, after missing a short birdie putt on the 17th, he left himself inside 10 feet to possibly keep the Aussie away from his second win of the season, but he just couldn't get it to go. As Adam Scott looked on from the driving range, what he thought was impossible almost 2 hours before became a reality. With this win, Scott becomes the 5th player to win multiple times this season and improves to 2nd in the FedEx Cup standings. This is also the Aussie's 10th PGA Tour victory, and he solidifies his top spot in the President's Cup standings. Now remember, 125 players entered this week, but only 100 will be shipping up to Boston. The most notable swing was by Aaron Baddeley, who was inside the top 100 until bogeying his final 3 holes to drop to 101st, playing Camilo Villegas in. Stuart Appleby, Bo Van Pelt, Justin Leonard, and William McGirt round out the final 5. For one last memory from one of the most scenic stops we've had all season, let's throw out to Bill Rosinski of SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
Thanks, Amanda. The thing I'll remember most about the Barclays of 2013 is this venue itself, Liberty National, in New Jersey, but in the background, the city of New York. Everywhere you walk on this golf course, look out in the distance and you'll see landmarks, famous ones, like the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building. But really, it's lower Manhattan that provides the landscape, the backdrop to many parts of this golf course. And that includes when you look out at the 18th tee, you see the Freedom Tower. And that, of course, being built in memory of those lost in 9/11. And just 1,000 yards to the right of the 18th green, the Statue of Liberty. Yes, the symbol of freedom for this country, the Statue of Liberty that all the immigrants saw when they came to this country to start a new life. It is something spectacular. There's a lot of great venues on the PGA Tour, from the Hawaiian Islands to the coast at Pebble Beach to the Calabogie Sound of Hilton Head Island. But this is something unique, and it's something very special. And you know, what's the song say? You want to be a part of it? New York, New York. That's what you feel like when you come to this golf course. Amanda, back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Next up, it's the Deutsche Bank Championship. It's good news for Tiger, who has an extra day to rehab with a Friday start and a special Labor Day Monday finish. Catch that preview on PGA Tour.com Thursday.